Greetings? Oh, there it is. Black screen for a moment. That's a little weird. Also, I'm a little up, aren't I? There, that's more normal, I think. Okay. Welcome back to my lab. We are back here for some Genshin Impact, and I just noticed something. What's this? Yes, I did these, and I forgot to claim them. We'll just do that really quick. And that's why I'm somewhere else than where we left off. Did some stuff today. I believe it was in Aru village that we left off. So, need to track the quest, don't I? Yeah, so where we left off, let's see, what was happening? Yeah, we were going to track down some of the village keepers, as they call them here, or as they call them in the academia. Mad scholars or something like that. Oh, and specifically we're tracking down this little boy's, grandfather, or rather, the mad scholar who he treats as a grandfather. Mushrooms in a desert. That seemed a little suspicious to me, but maybe not, maybe. Okay, who are you? Do you have any information for us? Tell us where they are. I still haven't decided whether I want to wish for Sino. I still want to, but I don't know. I did look at some billets some people put together. Don't know who. Don't remember who either. But nice. If you don't remember, it seems that Nahida has been possessing the scholars that get exiled to this village in order to help the village remain stable. Something along those lines. That's just sort of what we've pieced together. Oh, and then the thing with Sino is I don't know if the Pouties people put together with him, and those Pouties look that, I don't think they look that interesting. Which kind of discourages me from being too interested in a Sino. Oh no. Great. Don't know why it does. I just realized you can't hear the game.
Well, once you found him, come by my place again
Okay,
and I'll
you can
cook a
hear
little something
now,
for the both of
but
you.
I just
I've
need
known
to
you since you
go
were very young.
here
So as far as I'm concerned, you're family.
and here. Yeah.
Anytime.
Wow, what a nice guy! Okay, thank you, sir.
That's annoying. I don't know why my stream does that.
Don't say anything for now.
Okay, if you can't remember, last time Sino said that... Sino, apparently, we haven't seen an example of this, but I think we're going to see it momentarily. Sino mentioned that he was very good at lie detecting. So I'm guessing that's what just happened.
Stay quiet as you move. Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty Scarlet King, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Yes, of course I have. The Scarlet King is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never believed in any other gods. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon. What's your proof?
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of the Scarlet King's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and the Scarlet King. Isn't it a sign of the Scarlet King's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me, they must have been chosen as the final sacrifice for the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Okay, you're sounding extra culty when you're putting it like that. The madness, it has to be him. And oh, the mad ones, they were sacrificed. We sacrificed the insane ones to bring him back. Totally not like an Aldrich cultist.
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Nothing is wrong with that, certainly.
Repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Oh, it's the 5-star weapon.
This guy's something else. Just look at his eyes. One wrong move, and he's gonna flay us alive.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am no match for this guy.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear, and that the Scarlet King will return to this land. I'm not making this up, I swear!
I'm trying to decide if I recognize Sino's voice actively. I have this glimmer of recognition. I can't place it. It might just be a similar voice actor to one I've heard before.
Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? The radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the news. We're all praying for the Scarlet King's speedy return. Delavar also said that once the Scarlet King returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall. They're all willing to serve under the Scarlet King and fight for a share of the glory.
Is that so?
Seems like he still wants to know more. Keep talking.
Got it. At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking. But then all the mad scholars vanished without a trace, just as the rumors said. Please don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm guilty, then everyone else around here is also guilty. I'm just saying what the others said.
The people here really like the Scarlet King, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
Academia's probably the true target of their hatred. Yeah.
Where is this radical person you talked about?
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably hasn't been around the village. What about you, man? Have you seen him at all?
No, not at all.
Do we know him?
He's really not here right now.
Sounds like you're not too close with the radicals.
No, of course not. All we know are their names.
I have many ways to stop you from talking. And many others to stop you from sending warning messages. So you'd best just stay home and hope I don't hear of you trying to contact anybody. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish, and even Candace won't be able to protect you.
Yes, got it. We'll do just as you say.
Okay.
Anyone have to death?
Now what's the plan?
Terrifying.
Good thing I'm not one of your enemies.
He didn't try to reassure us
I
at
hope.
all. It's like he's used to hearing that. Oh,
All
Paimon
the more reason for you not
before.
to get on his bad side, Paimon.
I heard that.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to check a few more places.
Maybe we could check the
Very
scholars' homes. Yes.
Isak!
I mean, wouldn't that be the first place to look for them?
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Just
Okay. Lead on, Isak. Isak? Is that his? I mean, I see how it's spelled.
Grandpa? Oh, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa.
Okay. Oh, he really does live out of town, doesn't he? If his house is up here.
Well, this is where Grandpa usually stays.
there sure
Oh,
isn't much
wow.
here.
Out of town and out of... Well, not much shelter. Minimal shelter. Sino, did you catch a faint whiff of incense?
Incense? Please don't say it, but are you okay?
Definitely that one.
There's a scent.
I mean, it makes
scent,
sense.
but
It's
I
the
can't-
one that... It's the scent that the scholars use that actually ends up driving them up.
Certain travelers
In a sense,
here
yeah.
once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tainari saved the day. And then he gave us a long lecture to explain all about how it worked.
So, you know Tainari?
Huh?
Yep.
You know him too? Are you two friends?
Yes.
Oh, really, friends? I was expecting enemies.
Now that I concentrate,
Just because
I can also
Sino
the
doesn't
scent of incense.
seem like he's that great at getting along with people.
Wait, surely Tainari didn't lecture you too.
No, no need.
I can't handle this scent
Did
very
you
well.
first encounter this scent at Tainari's house?
No, it was in the forest where a scholar was meditating. Yeah.
In the forest.
We can put this together pretty easily. Let's keep looking for more clues, I guess. Look for clues nearby, it says. Oh, footprints. Oh, I should be on the other side of this? Okay, time to talk.
What are you looking for, Sino?
Here it is. Take a look right here.
The footprints?
Paimon doesn't see anything.
Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand, there are
But we
footprints
just
here.
looked at them, we knew they were there.
The size and shape. They belong to an adult male. This pattern, the scent is
Okay,
quite,
yes.
but still extant. The
Someone
footprints
else?
head in the direction of the door.
But who would come looking for Grandpa? He doesn't have any friends.
Well, you're a little bit
I'll have to
houseful.
ask whoever lured him away with the
Oh,
insight.
a family member of his?
Huh? So you can lure someone away with just a scent?
You get lured away by food all the time.
What's wrong with liking good food?
That's a scent.
Something they love in life.
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, since the smell supposedly, even deep within the clutches of madness, they still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days. And
Yeah,
they
that
follow the scent whenever it presents itself.
makes sense. I mean, it was the scent they were trying to
Someone
follow
taking advantage of their weakness?
that drove them insane.
Oh, why would anyone want to abduct all the scholars?
Is it to resurrect King Deshret? I kinda don't think so, but maybe.
Are the rumors really true?
That's the only lead we have.
Parents of all the mad scholars
Seems
have something
to-
do with the radicals?
It's highly
Straightforward.
likely.
Please, you have to save my Grandpa. Grandpa's never done anything wrong. Please help him.
Sounds like we'd better help get him back. Don't you worry, Isak. We won't let whoever took him get away with it.
Let's head to Aru Village and inform Candace and the others about what we learned here. After that, we'll set off to find the scholars.
I'm going to teleport a short distance. What? Whoops. Teleport a short distance to the waypoint, and I got pull the quest back up because I just navigated it. Now we're navigating it. Yeah.
Right. The darker fabric definitely looks a lot better. That'd be my choice, too.
We're back, Candace. We've got a lot to tell you.
Ah, welcome back.
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dia's here too.
Yeah.
You
Go on.
bet.
You
So,
get to
everything goes
the
smoothly?
good stuff.
Reasonably.
Alhaitham didn't go with you?
We haven't seen him at all.
Yeah.
I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you. I guess he must have gone off on his own.
That's kind of
Did you find out anything useful?
that's kind of Alhaitham's theme.
I see. So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from the village.
The resurrection of the Scarlet King? First I've heard of it.
Really? Wow.
Far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying. Not to mention,
Okay,
making
that-
incense is a
It's
labor-intensive
the nail in the
process.
coffin, I guess.
You won't
It
see
was
anybody who's
definitely
got
used to
patience make
lure the
yourself something that
scholars.
requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been.
Makes sense.
So what should we do then?
If it was any
No, we can't just go back to the academia.
You've got me on your team, so you get an extra tip.
Oh,
Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know a thing or two about these radicals he mentioned.
If Paimon remembers
okay, yeah.
correctly, the leader of the
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Enger, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. The whole
Okay,
lot of them are known
wow.
around these parts.
Quite the names. Weird names.
These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in the Scarlet King. Way they see it, the Scarlet King's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the Academia. Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert. Anyway, that's my guess why they've chosen to become radicals.
Tia! You're amazing! You really know this place inside and out!
But the I what?
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every more I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
She knows someone's listening.
Now hold on,
Maybe.
you're staying right here, Sino.
Why?
Our
Because-
village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb.
Maybe?
I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. You survive on making connections out here. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust. I need to go around and ask some questions, but it'll be difficult if you're with me.
Fine.
Good, then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the Mad Scholars have been taken. Sino, you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating on your own.
Alright, sounds like a plan!
Who's that? Who is it? Someone we don't know. Maybe. Okay, where's Caravan Rebot? Okay, way back there. Good thing we've got the waypoint. Makes it nice and quick. And straight into another cutscene.
Here we are again!
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Oh yes.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel. How can a wall this tall even exist? It's almost unreal.
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms? It was only after I grew up that I realized the wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms. It serves a more important purpose, keeping out people like us. Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages.
Yeah.
To them,
That's
us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim. We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Nothing more. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal,
sorry.
almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The Academia believes we're underserving. Geniuses like Sataria are 1 in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate, even though the Academia knows very well that we're humans, just as they are.
That's terrible.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Do it. I understand how she feels, but I hope she doesn't do anything drastic. I understand how
Yeah.
she feels.
You're not thinking about doing anything scary, are you?
No, not
No,
at all.
I mean, I just said to do it. I'm down for something drastic.
Besides, we're here to procure information, aren't we?
Especially with multiple of the Vtubie Harbingers here.
Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say. We don't want anyone to find out what we're here for. Our mission started the moment we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know.
Okay.
Just our luck. None of them are here today.
You mean you don't see anyone?
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You're here for a drink
And
too?
who are you?
Zaki. Finally, a friendly face.
Oh, and who do you
Zaki.
have with you here? Guests from another land?
Hello.
Hello,
Greetings.
hello. I'm Zaki.
Salutations.
Dia's, how would you put it? Drinking buddy?
We've had drinks together a few times. You could say we go back a ways. Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any outlanders so friendly and respectful nowadays.
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side of the wall. So, Dia, are you looking for someone?
Which side is he
Have
talking
you seen
about?
Edgar, Delavar, or Jabari recently?
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were all here drinking together just a few days ago.
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe Delavar and his friends might be interested.
Oh, yes?
Know where I could find him?
So, one
How
theme
thoughtful of you.
is...
Then I assume you also know that Delavar's been having a hard time making
no.
ends meet these
Okay.
days. So, you come here to help him out.
One interesting thing.
Hey, keep it down.
This quest is called King Deshret and the Three Magi. So, at the moment, I'm trying to keep an eye out for
Delavar and his friends have
a set of
muscle.
3
They'd be a
people,
good fit for us
trying
both.
to determine who the 3 Magi are going to be in this
How
quest.
considerate of you. Delavar's my friend too, so of course I can take you to him. Come with me.
Okay. Not too far. Low. No, I need to go down, don't I? Oh, but, that one's down. Where is this? Oh, down there. I will plummet. Didn't really need to climb up there at all, did I?
Are we there yet?
Yep, this is the place.
Is it a trap?
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
No, not a trap exactly. Just
Why don't you take a guess? Go on. A wild stab
Oh.
in the dark.
okay, so you're not Daya's friend.
You're like lambs to the slaughter.
No, not really. You're not taking us on easily.
It's an ambush!
Chill. Sure, try me.
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the moment you set foot there.
Said about what?
Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also know that you've teamed up with people from the academia to look for the missing scholars.
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Uh-oh.
Concerning.
Leaving Sino behind was a mistake.
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't you? Who do you think you are? You really thought we'd fall for your little business deal nonsense?
Yes.
So you and Delavar have been partners all along.
You came right to us.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural for a traveling mercenary like you to be out of the loop. Those of us who hang around the tavern have stronger bonds than you think. You got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru. There's nothing more we'd like to see than the desert folk overthrowing the academia.
If that's the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss a second of it.
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samiel would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Delavar. And Enger, you're here too, huh?
Okay. Now, anyone else you want to gather up for us to
Team, Mr.
capture?
Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of the Scarlet King despise the most.
Okay.
I thought that you, a
Go
fellow
on.
desert dweller, would understand that the Scarlet King is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know, you don't deserve to join us.
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent
Yeah?
scholars. All because of some
Such
baseless
a
rumors.
missed opportunity.
Anything else I'm missing
She
out on?
didn't get to
See?
kidnap
There you have
anyone.
it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their minds. Mora. Pathetic. You're all like a pack of street rats.
You're not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's...
Mercenaries.
As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone can become my friend.
Mercenaries don't do the right thing of kidnapping a bunch of lunatics and sacrificing them to a dead god. You know. It makes sense, I guess.
Enough talking! Get him!
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Following order.
New punching bag.
Okay. If you guys really want shot by fireworks, I guess I won't deny you your wish. Oh. Let's get a little healing.
Received. Your grand finale.
And
Fire hazard.
piece of cake. They really thought they were a match.
Impossible! How could you?
So, what do
Well,
you think
you're
about
just-
this ridiculous network now, Zaki?
You're just some people.
It's only natural for a traveling mercenary like me to be out of the loop. I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all.
Yeah.
And of course, you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
Ugh. You lied in the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
And you
Yep.
were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all
What
thought
happened
you
to
were
me?
so smart. Pathetic.
I killed them. I mean, I knocked them unconscious. That's what I did.
Whoa. So you've been planning this since we were in Aru Village?
No task can be done without preparation. I just happened to notice a couple suspicious-looking people.
Oh, but instead of catching them right...
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries.
Oh, you mean the funny name she mentioned back in Uncle
Okay.
Ampu's house?
The wide-eyed butcher, scar-riddled bandit. There's one more.
Paimon can't remember them all.
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Enger and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Enger,
Oh.
the wide-eyed butcher, and Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, are the nicknames they came up with for themselves. Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think.
Okay, so
Enger and
they're
Delavar are
definitely
always
not the
rambling and
Three
chattering
Magi.
about how the Scarlet King is a superior deity.
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and then try to track him down.
Yeah, who is the duck-tailed-bearded?
That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some food.
Wait. Oh no.
Radical too?
No, he isn't.
No,
I
he's.
just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper think that I was making some wild guesses based on my impressions.
Okay, that's good. That's a good one. I didn't see that coming.
Expert mercenary for ya.
Ah, you're too kind. It was straight
That
from
was
the usual
clever.
playbook, if I'm honest.
So, that thing you were saying before, is it really true?
What thing?
About what?
About how mercenaries only care about more.
Does that bother you?
I don't think you're that kind of person, because even without an employer, you're still helping.
Dia, do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon.
I mean,
I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser
don't
Lord.
think she knows, but
I can understand her devotion and
she
gratitude.
has met.
Dunyarzad's just an ordinary
Yeah.
person. There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives of everyday
Well,
people.
not directly.
unless they
She
were truly
couldn't see her,
compassionate.
could she?
I've begun to realize that the sages are behind everything that's
I don't
happened
think so.
recently. The radicals' blind belief in
But
the
she was
Scarlet
right
King,
there beside
making
her
Dendro
at
Archon out to be an
the
enemy.
festival.
It's all the academia's trickery. But I see through it all.
Yeah,
Unlike them,
the
can never
academia is really proving to be the true enemy throughout. The
Anyway,
academia
looks like we're done with
and the
business here.
Patui, of course.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Let's tie him up and bring him to the
Interestingly, we've barely encountered the Abyss Order at all. Unless, of course, the Abyss Order has any connection to the Scarlet
This should
King.
be all of them. I'll let you take it from here.
All right. I'll be in touch.
I guess that wouldn't
Until then,
surprise
please
me.
stand by.
Candace, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too. She's been guarding Aru village for quite some time now. If anyone is qualified to question the offenders, it's her.
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time?
I'll meet you back here tomorrow
I
morning.
don't particularly want to pass the time exploring this place.
As for these idiots, let's just hope they live to see another day.
More interested in doing other stuff than eavesdrop.
You heard the question. Now answer me.
Okay. Time? Skip time. Wait, what time? What time? To 6 to 12 the next morning? Okay, okay. And there. I missed it. I don't know why that I didn't. Okay, 8:02 instead of 8 o'clock like I wanted. Whoops. Okay, straight into yet another cutscene. Did we learn anything from the criminals?
We'll know any moment.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem to know Candace.
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility. Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
Really? Thanks for that.
Oh, Sayo's here. And he's
Wow.
pretty early too.
And I guess pretty
I was here
stealthy because he
yesterday to
was
help
just
out a little.
To
there.
help out? By doing what?
Persuasion.
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh,
I guess he was even less subtle than me.
persuasive methods?
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
Yes. Next cutscene. It's kind of cutscene into cutscene right now, isn't it?
Candace, Whoa! You look furious!
Do I? Huh. What gave it away?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
Yeah, she's mastered it really quickly too.
Yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even think of that. They were putting the lives of the scholars at risk as well as the entire village.
Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Mercy! Please have mercy!
You've made your bed.
Why?
We may both be desert dwellers, but there is one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of the Scarlet King will only result in war. And war serves no one. The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
We understand. We're sorry. I'll tell you everything I know, please. Just
Yes,
let us
please.
go.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading
Okay, no,
rumors in the tavern.
I
That's how
believe
we
that
ended up
very
hearing about
easily.
the Scarlet King's resurrection.
You three don't seem to have the brains to do
Perfect
this.
sacrifice to usher in the Scarlet King's resurrection. They give their life.
They're called Village Keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread word about the Scarlet King's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process.
Oh no, who is this? Where are the village keepers now?
That's one.
Huh? One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
I would believe Sino, guys.
The truth. We don't know anything.
Sino will
It was
kill
all
you.
him.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
Okay. Do you have any idea who that mysterious person might be?
If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No, that guy...
Tell us what he looks like.
He's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself the Scarlet King's envoy.
I
Cloak
believe
covers his
I
hair,
may know what's
covers
going
his
on.
face.
Uncle An?
Okay.
What do you mean?
Yes? What? Explain? Knocked out?
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the Academia.
I mean, of course, the Academia are the villains.
Some time ago,
No problem calling them that now.
wanted to take the village keepers
Had a little
away.
bit of a problem this time yesterday, but
They
no,
are
not
part of
anymore.
our community. It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Which means it's highly likely that the academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands. They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back? We aren't gonna let that happen.
Not the academia again.
In the Sumeru City, Sataria Alasamansion, King Deshret resurrection is just the Academia's missing
Just as I
information
thought.
campaign. Yeah.
But what could they want with the village keepers?
Let's see. One moment. Drink. Okay, so there is. What are they doing? We know that there is 2 harbingers involved. We know that part of the plan involves making what's his name into a god, because he's like he's almost like a shell of a god right now, and they're trying to make him into a god. What's his name? It's the Harbinger. The Balladeer. He also has a different name too, but the Balladeer, they're trying to make him into a god. And they are also... they're experimenting with the network, the Akasha terminal. They're trying to gather a lot of data with the Akasha terminal, possibly running computations with them as well. And the, what was it, the doctor or something? Another Fatui Harbinger is there at the academia. Also, I think, I can't remember if this is a theory of mine or they mentioned it in the game, but I think they need to repair Irmin's soul for their plan. So my guess is the thing that they might have use for the village keepers or the mad scholar, they might think they may have use in repairing Irmin's soul with them. That's my only guess at the moment. I don't think it's a terribly great guess, but it's a guess. Let's let them proceed.
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the academia. A change in their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars. Regardless, our top priority...
You're right. Isak is still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Tracking them down won't, it will save them, but it won't ultimately save the village at the moment, with, Hida still in trouble because she has dragged through them to save the village,
Yes.
so...
Pack up and get ready to leave.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village to us.
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready.
Okay. One cool thing about the questing is I get a pretty decent amount of the leveling materials. So that's fun. Oh, I've been wondering where you were. I'll hate them. That's his name, right?
Well,
Yeah, I got
as
it.
you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
You were gone for ages, and now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Where have you been anyway? Hey, what's with the silence?
And what are you musing about? What
You never
topic?
think things through before asking questions.
Oh no, Paimon does not.
Time to make up for that.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname!
Go ahead, I won't stop you, Paimon.
Never mind. Paimon's got nothing. There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. Makes it so hard.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway.
Yeah, that's what I
you plan to
figured
leave our
myself.
village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
Indeed. Want to come?
We're not gonna find out anything more.
I like Al-Haytham. Al-Haytham. So
So
it would be neat for him to come with us.
Enough with the silent treatment!
Maybe he's giving us time to think.
I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
Al-Haytham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru village. Bold of you to question our choices.
Yeah,
That's true,
I'll talk.
I guess.
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've...
Really? Paimon doesn't believe you.
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts.
Yeah, that's something I was bearing in mind
Allow me
myself.
to find some important information that you all had missed.
And
Right here in the village?
go on.
What did you
Yes?
learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
What
Okay.
does that mean?
Chiu, tell us.
How do you think the residents of Aru village feel about what we're doing?
Don't know.
In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
Oh no, not at all.
You mean some of them lied to us?
Yes, I think I said as much.
Hiding
I
the
thought
truth
that
does
they
not
might be
necessarily
lying.
equate to lying.
Not lying. Yeah,
These people
he's
have their
saying what
reasons. Remember what
hiding the
Candace
truth.
said? Most people in Aru village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru.
truths, you know.
That's because whether the Scarlet King or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village.
So you're saying we can find new info from someone we've already spoken to? Oh, or rather, he has found new info from them already. That we already talked to.
Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived. The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, and
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
it's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the the mad scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are Scarlet King fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the radicals' next target.
Okay.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty
Can't
early.
remember
so
if she's
I'll
the
not
villager
know what goes on at night.
who I thought was
Remember?
telling
She
the
made a
truth,
point of
but-
denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Then why would she lie?
By getting involved
Okay.
with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself.
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's...
We're on it!
Okay. We will do some attacking. Are you one of the Magi? Oh, here. I was looking at,
Miss Shawnee,
thinking I might need to go to a higher location.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that your friends think the same as you?
Well, I don't necessarily know where Alhaitham stands, so I'm not sure I can say I stand with him.
go ahead and talk to her.
If you want to explain a little.
Go on. Earn her trust.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you Traveler?
Sure thing. Hi, Miss Shani.
Traveler, I want to ask you something. Do you think the resurrection of the Scarlet King can truly change Sumeru for the better?
No,
Why's that?
because it'll only result in a conflict.
That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some reservations. Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like this. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
I can't promise anything, but I'll do my best. That's the only thing we can do. Always try
You to be weird.
our best to.
We aren't really residents of any one nation.
Yeah.
But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in. We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
Indeed.
I want to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
Alhaitham told us you have your reasons.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in the Scarlet King.
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Some people can be so
Yeah.
narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people.
Yeah.
I pretended not to hear or see anything. All I want is to live my life in peace.
Understandable.
What happened? The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word.
Do you know
about it
where
to
they might
anyone.
be? Did you notice anything? Maybe.
You can tell that.
Maybe you didn't want to risk them a fear there.
I'll tell you what I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes... Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It used to be louder and more frequent. But ever since you arrived in the village,
A
it
little.
doesn't seem to happen as often. And when it does,
Soothing?
it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
I confirmed this with the guards on night.
What is this?
They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night. But
This
because we're
is.
in the middle of a desert.
This is kind of soothing.
I believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
Could you make out where the sounds were coming from?
There's really nothing around.
Oh, I
these
think
parts.
we've already seen a ghost in this game, so it
Not
could
far
be a
from the village.
ghost. A hospital.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
Oh! A haunted hospital!
Yeah, let's go!
Is this going to be like a horror section of this game? That wasn't my plan for today. Wasn't on the agenda, but I guess that's what's happening. Genshin hunted hospital? Hunted Alazar. Alazar? Hospital? Boom! Photo. Oh, you guys want to die? Want to burn? Fine by me. I'll grant your wish. I thought there was one more, but I guess not.
Is this the place? It's in terrible shape. Monsters!
Abyss Odor. They do seem to have a presence here, it seems. Okay. Good to know. Golden fish of doom indeed.
Your life is mine.
Oh no, I think some of the... It crashed into the wall. Very sad. Oh no. I will smash it. Not terribly good at beating these guys, to be honest. But I think I've got them. Okay, no, that was bad. Okay, it looks like he's resistant to Geo once he has his shield broken. What were you expecting?
Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky? Or, something like that.
Very imaginative. And not imaginative at the same time.
Stay on our A game too.
This is the one.
Neat. Okay. Not showing us an ability, just a little lighting up of that. Very not
Let's go
flashy.
in and take a look.
We haven't found squat. Are you sure we aren't wasting our time here?
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then.
Until then, you're taking a break?
He sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read?
Of course, who doesn't?
Okay, sure.
Ooh, he is?
The natural position, which is the positional propensity of an entity in natural motion, in contrast with an object in forced motion? Huh? When free from external influences, every entity displays the tendency to follow its natural trajectory?
So, you got that?
Oh,
No,
Paimon gives
she
up.
didn't.
You keep reading your book. See ya. How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this.
You know, it wouldn't kill you to read a book once in a while, either.
Hey, Paimon's your Tibet travel guide. Paimon knows plenty of useful stuff already. And anyway, it's not Paimon's fault that the books people read in Sumeru are so complicated.
Okay. Paimon's the best traveler. No, the best emergency rationers around. I admit it.
Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh? What was that sound?
There it is.
Oh no, it sounds...
It's coming from that direction.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below.
But there's no way we can get down there.
Something is off about the interior here.
It's a very creepy sound.
As I thought. There's a hidden structure.
It's gone now. It's fine. Fine. It's fine.
It looks like there are other
It's
mechanisms
definitely
around
fine.
here.
Yeah,
Let's keep exploring.
just fine. Nothing is wrong. There's no sobbing coming from under the flowboats. No, that would... No. No.
Fire hazard.
Okay, you guys get to die now. I'm looking around and you got in the way. Didn't even find anything over here. Oh, wait, no, hey. No, I wanted to go up there. Oh, wait, okay. I see. We need to grab a Dendro character. I guess Dendro Traveler.
Still a long road ahead.
And there. Grab that. Get out of here. Then there's another one over this way I saw. Maybe let's check up here first. What? Ah, no easy way to get to that. Up we go. Okay, there is... Okay, Mo beasts who want to die. We can deliver their requests.
Propagate!
Cool. And there's no point. Fun. Oh, yeah, Okay, at least it's not big rock slimes. I have a tough time dealing with those. Because I have no Claymore in the group.
That didn't count. The fuse is lit. Lighter, please. Opening box.
Okay, could use a bit of healing. whoops. Where are you? There you are.
Rise.
Okay, activate. This is the last one. Nice. Oh, we have to. It's painful, but it had to be done. Maybe we should go around as either while we are doing the main quest. I mean, kinda suiting. Suiting? Oh, what am I saying? Kind of fitting. What? And those patient ab male 23. Never mind. Okay, go to the lower level.
Look, there's someone over there.
Hello.
Good idea. Let's approach him slowly without a...
A slow approach to... Who are you?
Wait.
Are you one of the village keepers?
You're...
who? Do we get to see this person?
And his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too young to be anyone's grandfather. Also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see him here.
You know him?
He's Razak,
Okay.
a senior of mine at the academia.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life.
Okay.
Leaving that question aside for the moment. Him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak
Guess
here.
maybe we saved one
Perhaps
person.
they simply didn't have time to come back for him. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Loaded with...
But the cart couldn't have been pulled up the
That is one
ladder.
possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. The symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Huh?
Living
Why do
proof?
you say that?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormuz.
Oh.
Don't you think his
Yes.
symptoms look familiar?
They're trying the capsule under the mad scholars. Oh, something. Rolled. Go get me.
Oh, now that you mention it, they're acting the same...
Correct. The academia is behind it. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the academia spread a false rumor of the Scarlet King's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the academia. As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the academia. All the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto the Scarlet King's followers. Life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since the Scarlet King's death all those years ago.
The academia is
Feelings of desperation are widespread.
ruthless.
Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Even if complications arise, people will see
Very
that those
colder
involved
than
are all
the
followers
ruthless.
of the Scarlet King and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that. The notion of an academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the academia that brought the scholars to Aru village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
Throughout this process,
Plans change.
one thing has changed. The scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons. An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone,
Unless,
you have no way
are
of
you
knowing
saying
what
that the whole
exactly
thing is
happened
part
to
of
them.
the plan?
That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource? For what exactly?
Experiment?
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Extracted? You mean canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
Where else would it come from, Paimon?
Through academia, it's entirely possible. Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night when no one is watching them.
So, the human brain... Nope, nah, Paimon doesn't want to think about this.
Where did you learn of this
I'm the
technology,
academia's
Alhaitham?
friend, after all. I'm familiar with their projects. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process.
Oh, yes.
His curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Paimon's a little confused.
Yeah.
Did they just use anyone's brain?
No. Most of the Magicalus. Whoops. It's also safe to assume that the knowledge has something to do with the Fatui, the Daktu, and also the Balladeer. They're using divine knowledge capsules to turn the Balladeer into a god.
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer.
The academia needs people who have been exposed to the divine consciousness.
That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to. However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge? The academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge, but what is their ultimate goal? I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry. Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the academia may as well shut its doors.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course. The academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed. This matter needs to be corrected, just like fixing a typo in a book.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor...
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are there is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well.
Probably not.
Your motives are more specific and personal.
Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want. The Divine Knowledge Capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
Oh, I'm tired. I missed a line of text there.
Wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys.
Like I missed an important line.
You're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
1 second. Okay, I think I found it. Yeah.
You're a prop, though I must say, uniqueness is also an asset.
Wow.
It very matches.
Think about it.
I
was really impressed.
wouldn't want to
Shani had a similar mindset. Her
be
life would
lacking it
definitely
too
be a
much.
lot easier.
Shani? Who's that?
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that.
What do we do with
Won't
him?
last long if we leave him here. Let's take him with us.
Okay, you carry him over your shoulder.
We'll work out our next step after we return.
Okay. What's the next step of our plan?
We're back.
Time to confront the academia?
You must be tired.
No.
You should rest and take some water.
What's the situation?
Who's this?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
Yep.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar Hospital served as the Academia's site for extracting divine cant knowledge.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah. They must have
Plan
been
must
keeping
have
it
been
pretty
implemented at some
secretive.
point before we arrived at Aru village, since divine cant knowledge has been in circulation for a while now.
Oh, yes.
Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village, almost as if they knew we were on their trail.
Yeah.
Oh, do we have a traitor?
We may have a mole in our midst.
Or maybe they've got some
One
sort
of
of
us could be secretly
ability to
revealing our
scry on
whereabouts
us.
to the academia.
One of us could be accidentally revealing our whereabouts.
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue. Sino,
You want to shoot?
you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
They can
Choose
track
your
him.
next words very
Oh,
carefully.
he's predictable.
Simply a logical inference.
So what you're saying is...
No,
Interesting. And here I thought you were the...
I know.
that's not what she said.
You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying
Okay.
to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details. Simply put, the Academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you want to raise a vicious wolf,
Can probably.
to make sure that you can
They
avoid its
they
bite.
know where he is.
The Academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The Academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have every so often comes on Yagarbaha Day. On this day,
what?
academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I
That's
remember
quite
seeing
the
a
word.
notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment.
It would have been nice if you had remembered this earlier, Al-Haytham.
Entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
I don't know, you were a pretty important person till you put yourself in exile.
The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination.
Dreams, you know.
I knew all of this.
Calculation.
Every move.
The
With
academia has
dreams.
been watching you longer than you think.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit. Sino, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
Yeah, we can certainly trust him, just...
Because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like
Ah.
anyone known.
We can't... we can't let Sino make the bad decisions.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Oh, that's also true.
There is always an opportunity for safety after danger passes.
Oh, so that's how it is! If the academia is trying to avoid Sino, then this...
Yeah?
Yep, that's right!
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going.
You're getting smarter, man.
I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Oh, are we splitting up now for investigate? Investigate.
I want to go too.
I don't know about that.
If so, you have to promise.
Yeah,
to
just
stay
promise to stay safe. That's enough to be safe. Is just a promise for it.
And not cause any trouble.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Yay, let's go! Remember to pack some food with you. Paimon feels like we're missing someone, though.
Dia? Still unsure as to who the Three Magi are. Also unsure if we will find out, but you know, I would like to find out. I just realized I shouldn't stay on traveling.
Let's get this show on the road.
Why? Because there's a chance we might come to a big boss fight at some point. In which case, the traveler's not going to be any use. At least not in the state I've got for traveling.
So, where do we go from here?
Sino, do you remember the route you took?
After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
Oh.
I know the desert.
Lead
like
the
back
way.
of my hand.
Wow.
Because you play here a lot?
Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
Okay, I'll stop wandering off, Sino. You can stop pausing. I was thinking I'd catch up to you, but you pause when I wander up for a split second.
Buried in the sand. Looks like...
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work. Okay. So...
Okay, what do we find?
These are likely fragments of an academia-developed device, something akin to a headset. Looks like there were more than one village keeper. They must have been escorted this way because there are device fragments scattered around.
Clamp.
Let's split up and search the area. Chances are that we'll find other things nearby.
Okay. Is it another?
Is this what we're searching for? It looks kind of scary.
This is definitely a device used to extract divine
they're
knowledge.
skull
How did it
clamps.
end up buried in the sand? That can't have been part of the plan. They must have been attacked along the way.
Wait, what?
Grandpa, I hope you're okay.
I'm not sure if he is, Isa.
Fine.
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration.
He's been
which means
skull
that they left
clamped.
fairly recently.
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. Given that the device had been entirely covered by sand, I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Oh, fair enough, yeah.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
Okay. Onward. Lead the way.
Sand is so tiring.
But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon?
Yeah, Paimon.
Is flying over sand tiring too?
You don't need to complain, Paimon.
Of course it is.
Paimon, that's not how things work.
Voices, over there. It sounds like an argument.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do. Need me to...
I don't think she's a Mon.
I knew it. That's our Dia.
Dia? Why would you? Dia!
No.
Hey, what are you doing?
No, you said you'd stay safe.
Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa? Why are you on their side?
Well, look who's here. Ain't that something?
This complicates things.
Yeah.
You've betrayed
Sek, you should have stayed.
So, this is the great General Mahamatra. Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen for yourself. I have the means.
They don't look like a motley crew. Look at them. They look awesome. You're pretty blind.
Easily swayed, Raman. You of all people should know that.
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
She's clearly not on their side. I don't.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing could deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting the Scarlet King. Once our Lord of Old returns to this land, we will have a new beginning.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hopes in a ruler?
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of the Scarlet King. Whether I live by the edge of the sword or in peaceful comfort,
what
my
are they up
soul
to?
will always carry this conviction.
It's not too late yet. The village mad scholars aren't gonna bring the Scarlet King back to life.
No.
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our faith is our purpose in life. Even if the chance of success is
Still wondering what the thing over there in the distances.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia, even if they end up disbanding the Eremites, your Eremites, which you've worked so hard for all these years?
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine here. All you see now is cracks in this desiccated land. But fate has finally dealt me a hand to play against the Academia. With these scholars in our custody, we'll stomp the Academia's forces and fight our way beyond the wall of Samiel.
Ridiculous.
No.
Think about it. The Academia controls the entirety of Sumeru. Your powers are negligible in comparison.
Yeah, and there's no way you're getting it through the Hobiners.
They're also against the Academia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
They look more like pawns of the Academia to me. Why would I listen to anything the people of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata have to say? Filthy traitors. Your god abandoned all honor and betrayed the Scarlet King. We desert dwellers will never trust the likes of you.
It's impossible to communicate with someone so hostile. Perhaps we should.
Yeah.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the Academia?
I hate them.
People have no value as bargaining chips.
Yeah.
But I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage. These scholars were exiled from the Academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater asset to you.
Wait, you can't be serious.
I mean, I don't think they know that Al-Haytham is exactly against.
Any wise person would gladly accept my offer.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad luck for me.
And
However,
for them, why would they?
Observe the scholars, perhaps even find out the truth.
It would lose them a bargaining chip.
Think you can talk me over with that confident look of yours?
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the Academia.
You are the scribe. What do you have against the Academia?
Not all desert dwellers believe in the Scarlet King, and the same applies to the Academia. Why must all knowledge seekers approve of the Academia's way of doing things?
Yeah.
You Academia scum.
This guy's kind of crazy.
But a hypocrite, just like everyone else on the other side of that wall. I've made myself
He's-
clear enough. I won't listen to another word
Okay,
from the Dendro Archon's people.
Okay, then just give them back to us.
I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make empty promises.
Yeah, he doesn't seem the type.
Dangerous decision, right?
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word, but what about me? Do you trust me?
We've known each other for years. Of course I do.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm.
Oh?
Come on, Raman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the Academia, you need to steel yourself. You can't be afraid.
An arm from the Flame Mane. You've piqued my interest. But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs. And mercs don't tend to live long unless they have their wits about them.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village keepers together.
Yeah, we want
Do it right
to
here, then.
take them back.
Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Yay?
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate! He just wants to make things more difficult!
That's fine.
Paiman's got a point.
Are you crazy?
We came here to
For
save
once.
lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Raman, I'm holding up my end of the deal here. You'd better not let me down.
Well, it's like one arm and one person, isn't it? Hiram and Al-Haytham? Something like that? Is that the deal?
Dia! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
I mean, we could beat them up,
Go this
but
far.
That's not for you to decide.
if they have hostages, then that's not exactly a great option.
Dia! Run!
Okay, something's happening. What's happening here? Slow-mo?
Stop!
You don't...
What's wrong? Can't do it?
Busting here?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers. Where's the sense in cutting my own kin to pieces? You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave. Meet me in the desert at noon tomorrow.
We're in the desert at noon tomorrow. Here, maybe?
Phew. I was really counting on him not going through with it.
Dia! That was crazy! Have you
Wow.
lost your minds? What if he'd actually cut your arm off?
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm.
Please don't have her do that again.
Okay, I'm sorry. But sometimes when you're out on a limb, you gotta double down to seal the deal,
Out.
you know?
Out on a limb.
Promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them. If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from. Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there. Wiping them out would...
As you wish.
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put and listened.
Oh yeah.
I should have trusted you.
Yeah, you made some... you made some
Find your grandpa.
trouble running up to him like
Whatever
that.
it takes. You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful in research.
Why does it feel like he's
I
using
like that.
praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself?
Perhaps a little mad... Well, how do you put it? A little madness is a... Yeah. Anyways. I think he was just stating the truth.
Okay, let's get moving. We should head back to the village and rest up. Today was just a trial run. Noon tomorrow is gonna be the hard part.
A trial run at what? Just wondering how much. I've gotten a pretty nice amount of lovely materials, though I don't know how much of that came from ley lines. Wait, oh, wait until the following morning, 6 to 8. Sure thing. We will go with 7. Exactly. Time sure flies when you're listening to a clock tick, I guess. Lower. Okay, down here. Ah, there they are. I see them. I found them.
You're all here so early.
Looks like we have everyone here. Isak, are you sure you want to come with us?
I don't think it's a good idea.
Distance. Dia, I want to be there to bring Grandpa home.
I have stated my opinion. It's not a good idea to bring him with us.
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite reckless yesterday. No more of that today, understood? Or I'll be very upset with you.
Fine.
Okay. Onwards. Wait. Oh, way out in the desert. Oh, how far will this take us? Well, I don't know what a good route to take to get over there is going to be. But there's these things here which help. Maybe. I don't know. It's going diagonal. I don't know if those truly get us much closer or what. There's... Okay, we can zip to that up there. What is this? It's got to come into play at some point. I'm not even sure if it comes into play this patch, but at some point this thing has to come into play. They changed the skybacks to even when we get a certain... when we get too close to it. Need to blow my nose 1 second. Sorry. I've been having a bit of allergies as of late. Okay, still get in there. Oh. Reminds me of Anchorage. What's that? Oh, just 10,000 more, that's all, okay. Boring. Come on. Can't I get a... It's downhill. There we go. Look at that. Okay, so it's this way, but look at that. I would like that very much. I'll read it later. We ran our way somewhere. No time. No time to get caught up and stuff like that. Huh?
They got here before us.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes and held everyone up?
You didn't have to admit to that.
Is everything ready?
Absolutely. Although, you brought fewer people than I imagined.
Yeah.
Bring him over.
Is it the grandfather at least?
Grandpa!
Grandpa.
Is there only one of them?
Raman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
It's a 1-for-1 exchange.
No.
Fair, don't you think?
No.
Let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro Archon's people is already a huge compromise on my part. Don't you think you've asked enough?
Okay, we could have threatened you before, but we didn't.
You stay right there!
Oh? We haven't actually seen her fight yet.
Playmate! What do you think you're doing?
Grandpa!
Should have been trying to save him while she did that.
Why are your hands shaking? Wait a second.
Earthquake.
It's a earthquake!
Nahida! Nahida! Nice. Fantastic. Oh, not quite what I expected though, but good all the same.
Paimon's dizzy.
Shielded instead of stabbed. What about the guys we were fighting? Where are they?
This
Are
day's
they
going
here?
just great.
What a nuisance. The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. The village keeper protected us.
Not exactly, but yeah, it's through him.
Just like you said. It may well have been the remains of Lesser Lord Kusanali's power inside the scholar's body.
You finally believe me?
The present one.
Grandpa? Grandpa? Oh no, he's getting...
Hey, look around you.
Did there used to be a temple here?
Oh.
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed these underground structures.
What sort of temple?
To the Scarlet King's civilization. This structure must be ancient. Over time, the sandstorms completely buried it and left it in the state. It could have been an underground palace in the distant past.
Oh, a miracle. Praise the Scarlet
Oh no.
King.
Oh no. What foolishness is he going to get up to?
They must have fallen down here with us.
No, you guys get
Pretty
back.
lucky if you ask me. Most of them seem in really bad shape, except for him. He got off
Oh,
lightly.
great. He got off lightly. That's not true.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. Our exalted lord has shown us the way to his sacred palace.
I feel like he's going to activate a trap on accident or bump something or something.
Too.
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm. 2 major deities are vying to showcase their power to us. It would be a shame not to witness them both.
Paimon thought you weren't interested in gods.
Indeed. In my view, gods are just a higher form of living being. Or creature, you could say. New discoveries are always worth investigating. Whether they—
Raman, what are you gonna do about your men?
I'll just let them lay here. The Scarlet King will take care of his people. Right now, I'm going inside.
Shouldn't you take care of your people? Desert Raider? Find the ancient temple beneath the flowing desert. Okay. What is over here? Mysterious ruins. And they want an electro character. I've really just got Beto and Razor, and do I have, what's my stuff look like? I mean, okay, the outbacks are fine and not fantastic or anything. Oh, I did do some work getting her wrapping up, but I don't think. Okay, Hugh. Okay, she'll be okay. She'll be okay.
I trust you.
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension.
Yeah, that's the first thing that popped out to at me as well.
Yet it flows with energy inside.
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's so pretty.
Sir Rahman.
Huh? Me?
Do you see another Rahman here?
Are you mocking me? What do you mean, sir?
Interpret it however you want, but there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly left over from the Scarlet King civilization,
yeah,
the energy that flows in here is that of the Dendro Archon.
Whatever
because she's been protecting the desert dwellers.
There's nothing to be angry about. Think of this as an academic journey.
It does seem kind of strange. If that's true, then we might have to explore this whole area to find an explanation.
Okay, oh, there's stuff and things. Oh, rotation. Let's see. I'm guessing the same on all 3. Now, can we find... Is this just a Skyrim one? Where we just have to find something that looks like that in the layout? Can we get up here? No. Not really. Not particularly. Nothing over here. Do any of these light wind, fire, and oh wait, this is glowing. Oh wait, look up at the hall as a motel and whoops, and listen to King Deshret's holy guidance. Up in here. Is there another one of those somewhere? Because just up doesn't seem to be working for me. Wait. Look up at the hall as a motel and listen to King Deshret's holy guidance. Listening? Listening? I don't know. Okay. Maybe I was making that more complicated than it is. Trying to figure out something that didn't need figured out, maybe? I don't want to miss anything.
Time for a light show.
Okay, oh wait, I was thinking I'd pull up a map of this place. But no. Why would there be a map?
Fire hazard.
More mushrooms to burn.
That didn't count.
Power of the Desert Archon.
What is this elemental boost anyways? I don't remember. When I don't know, do I? Okay, it does work. Then yeah, oh, but it's short-lived. Oh, I went to get away from those, don't I? Oh, you stabbed at the tooth.
Plastic life goes on.
Give up. Submit.
Oh, nice. A hole in the wall that I could easily fit through, but no, not happening, I guess. Oh, just shifting a wall is all over. Oh, there? Oh, this is something unexpected. Oh, is this where I'm supposed to have gotten to? Or is this... I don't know. That was something else. I should heal up a little. And... this is not an elevator we've used, right? Right? Yeah, we haven't been here. Oh, just all of the mushrooms.
Rude.
Oh, yeah, that was rude. I agree, Green.
Go.
Those have tails. I haven't seen that before. I haven't noticed. They've probably had them before, but I haven't noticed the tails. So there. What's this? After 6 days infiltrating the temple, I finally understand the priest's parallel trick. The elevator will descend to the ground. get on top of it before it starts ascending again to reach the dome. Nonsense like forbidden ground ahead, mortals shall not pass, or whatever are just made up by the priests to hoodwink us. I leave this method here in hopes that the people of King Deshret who shall travel here in the future shall freely enjoy the privilege of witnessing his sacred presence. Okay. So do we... Wait, we can't. Oh. Oh hey, chest. Free chest. Anything over here? Oh, investigate, just some vegetables. There's secret stuff everywhere. How to know where exactly we should be headed? Place is a little bit confusing. Where am I going? Okay, seems like we might have to go back up here, maybe. Let's see. We cannot get off the elevator while it is in motion. And we can't activate it except on the center of it. Yeah. We'll descend to the ground, get on top of it before it starts ascending again to reach the dome. I can't seem to do that though. I'm not sure. Maybe that's the king. Oh wait, what's this? Okay, there we go. Now, can we activate it from here? No, I have to... I think I know. Just a moment. I go up, activate it, let it descend, activate it, jump down. I think. It's what I'm trying. So just a moment, give it a good 20 seconds or something. Needed a drink anyway. As long as we don't get smashed into the ceiling. What's that? Oh, it's a button? Just facing all of the mushrooms today. Just doing a fungal extermination, I guess.
Life goes on. Wow. Feel good.
Stop with it, with the exploding fungal spores. Not nice of you. I don't like it.
Go.
It's rude.
Time for a light show.
Okay, we unlocked the buttons and the anything else in here. Okay, so what? Huh. Is this more obvious? I don't know what I'm doing with those. I just heard something though. Not seen some. These. Oh. Oh? I get it. I can't rotate those manually. That's this is on now. So both of these will rotate and do. Oh! That could have ended poorly, maybe. And I don't know where this is taking me, if this is right or what. Oh, it's taking me way down, isn't it? Deep.
Oh, now that's a sight to see. The Scarlet King's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here.
Yeah.
It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of the Scarlet King.
Or rather, Dandra kind of maybe. This place is weird. Shifting wall, root and whoa. Humanism? Or something reminiscent of?
It's getting brighter. Oh, it looks so beautiful.
Wow. Should I be concerned?
Wait.
I think maybe I should. For what?
What's that?
I think that's
flowers.
what the king looks like.
Something among them.
That.
These are Scarlet.
They left something behind. Yes. It's an elegy written in an ancient script.
Okay.
What does it say?
Can you read it? Yeah.
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala.
Kasala.
His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration.
You can read ancient Scarlet King script?
Yeah.
Of course.
He's the scribe, so.
Master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
He's not serious, right?
Wow.
There's still something off about this place. The elemental energy here is too concentrated. The scent of life. Is it trying to tell us something?
Is this it?
I wonder if Nahida could possibly. What? If
there seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent.
Oh?
There's a device from the Scarlet King's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the Academia's rules?
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself.
What?
You'll understand
what?
after watching it.
Show us. Ease. Okay, go on, quick. Ooh, a cutscene.
Civilization is born of
I'll be
knowledge,
quiet.
but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. The Scarlet King brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping the Scarlet King to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
This is big. They just filled in a bunch of missing pieces. There's a lot. There's a lot to unpack there, and I really wish I had just rewatch it right now. I think we just found out what's corrupting human soul. Human soul is memory. A forbidden knowledge. Forbidden knowledge that the people who learn it get scales and it corrupts. The forbidden knowledge is what's corrupting human soul. Human soul is made up of memories. So, oh no. The academia probably wants the forbidden knowledge if they know anything about it. And what of the Vtubie do they? Oh no. Needless to say, Nahida is both greater and lesser. I kind of had a slight suspicion, but it's confirmed now. I'm guessing. Well, it seems the academia don't know that, but maybe they do. How to tell? Also, it seems the Scarlet King and the Dandro Archon were not in fact enemies, like the people seem to think they were. we actually had this mentioned earlier. They kind of told us about the forbidden knowledge earlier and we didn't pay attention. They said that madness was rampant at a time in the past. Just before the Scarlet King's death, madness was there. That was the forbidden knowledge. The phrases "World, forget me." This is my theory right here, but my theory is that the Scarlet King that's from, and the Scarlet King wants the world to forget him and the forbidden knowledge. Because the forbidden knowledge has done a lot of harm. I think there's more to take out of that. But oh yeah, something else. I was accusing the Scarlet King's followers a bit ago of being rather similar to an Aldrich cult. I'm sorry, I've got to take that back. They're not rather similar to an Aldrich cult. They are one.
The priest's memories.
No, impossible.
Are you sad, Raman?
Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former Dendro Archon and the Scarlet King.
Yeah, well, not former.
But this doesn't make any sense. The Dendro Archon's followers, they're clearly...
What?
Was that the former Dendro Archon?
Yeah, okay, Paimon, you...
Tiny in the end.
Tiny? Come on, it's a bit obvious. Yeah.
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt the Scarlet King's technology. You've just witnessed his priest's last words.
I've never heard about any of this before. The surviving followers of the Scarlet King all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. We refused to believe any of the rumors. The Scarlet King's death.
Do you believe what you just heard? That's my question.
It was all Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's doing.
No.
We saw her as nothing more than a traitor. Who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis. Just like us humans. Fighting, feuding, double-crossing each other to survive in the desert.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, if I hadn't witnessed...
Can we give it to him to show to his friends? Oh, a copy of it? If he does believe now.
To accept this. The truth is so far from what I've always known.
Does he accept it?
Am I really supposed to believe that after all these years...
I don't know if you're supposed to.
Revenge,
but,
now
Whitney, that's the question.
Raman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool of yourself.
Dia, tell me. My Aramites and I. What are we even fighting for?
Good question.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, no, I don't think it's similar, at least.
Thanks. I should probably go. Can't just stay here forever.
What's your next move gonna
If anything, it's a little bit sad for her.
I know what you're going to ask.
I feel a bit bad for
I
Raman.
feel deeply ashamed of everything I've done. You'll get everything you're asking for. But please, give me some time. After everything that's happened here today, somehow I need to explain it to the others.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess
Now I'm actually glad he came with us into the
This is
ruin.
where our camp's located. Make a note of it.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow, I'll convince everyone that we're all on the same side. And I'll return every last one of your your village keepers.
Yeah, village keepers.
We'll share our other resources with you too.
Now it makes even more sense that the Dundro Archon has been protecting Aru village with the village keepers. Yeah, I mean, after that story, it's not like they were our enemies. And that's kind of funny. The village keepers, or mad scholars, as he was going to call them, I think they were possibly exposed to the forbidden knowledge. Possibly that's what drove them mad. And because of that, they ended up in Aru village, and perhaps just a really weird coincidence, because they were exposed to the knowledge, they ended up being used, I guess, being used to protect other people from the knowledge. Just an interesting...
You seem to finally understand that our true enemy...
I don't know, kind of an irony.
Yes. The gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people responsible for all this that need to face the consequences of their actions.
Oh yeah, the academia are still enemies.
Ramon's no
But not
fool.
the Dundro
Being the
Archon.
leader of your own faction in the desert is no easy feat. It's too bad he was held back by his belief in the Scarlet King. But now that that's changed, I guess we have a few more people on our side.
This is a tune for the battle, hopefully. The outcome isn't exactly resolved.
Long sleep. We'll need all our energy tomorrow.
Is that all you do, Paimon? Eat, sleep, and float like a cloud.
Stop yelling.
New mail. Oh, no, fascist chest. Nice. Now, what's this mail? Is it quest related? No, we would like to thank you for you to... Cool. Sure. Of course. Oh, wait. I didn't read what it was. Ah. Go to their hideout. Oh, I've been over here. Let's go back this way. See if there's a better way over here. Wait. I'm going over here. This seems like I can take a more straightforward route, maybe. We're going to also switch Mado to Mona for the zippy water ability, and this way? Wait. Yeah, but we'll go this way, I guess. Oh, oh, hey, we're going to grab that really quick. You know, we're not really supposed to be exploring right now, we're questing. But, don't want to forget these. I don't have very many of these at all. And I'm not very good at actually getting them. As in, I'm not good at setting time aside to get them. Okay, wait, I feel like there's got to be a passage down here. Seems likely, at least. Is there not? Kinda thought there would be, but I don't see any. Okay, fine. Let's go up there. I'm for Mona. We should grab that waypoint on the way so I don't have to do this in the future. Let's track that really quick. Up here we go. Wait a second. Can we get up the... Oh, no, go away. I've got stuff to do, dude. More important stuff to do than fighting you. Think we should be on maybe the right level. Oh, great. Go away. To get to the waypoint. Yeah, there it is. And let me see, is that? Okay, I guess let's stick to over here. Can I go to that? That seems to be the direction I should go. Just up there, maybe. These guys won't attack me, right? We're going to attack, right? No, they do hostile. You wanted to notice a stream going through the desert, right? Nice to get that. No, they didn't notice. Okay. Streams going through the desert uphill. Oh, I guess perfectly normal.
Someone will bring the village keepers back to Aru village shortly.
I guess all I can say now is thanks for agreeing to help.
Don't mention it. I think we can both agree you went to hell and back for it. But we share a common cause now. From here on out, we're allies.
Good.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them. Follow me.
Do you have the academia guys who wanted to here?
So these
are the
people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh, no, well, hello.
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
We've been all over the desert trying to find you.
That's right.
And here's the general.
General Mahamatra?
Mahamatra.
Make it quick, please. Swift and painless.
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turned pale like they've seen a ghost.
He's exactly the person they don't want to run into here.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this by ourselves.
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb from limb.
I could do worse.
Yeah.
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise, I'll have to resort to other methods.
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why? What are they trying to accomplish?
They, wanted to extract canned knowledge.
Yes?
Don't play dumb.
I think they wanted to extract the forbidden...
They extract divine canned knowledge. Then what?
I really don't know how to explain it.
But I don't know, that doesn't make sense. It seems still aren't quite lining up. They're like almost lining.
Difficult for yourself.
There's still something we're not entirely aware of.
Be my guest.
The sages are trying to create a new god out there.
Huh?
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything. You're serious, aren't you?
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right.
Well, we've dealt a good deal with gods and with Vtubie before,
They're creating a new god. A god that will belong to them and to the people of Sumeru.
You think it'll belong to them?
Sumeru's academics are thriving. But ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been few and far between. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was still with us.
Continue.
And they're being tricked by the Vtubie?
Showed up. They called him the
Oh
doctor.
no.
He brought a gnosis and
Oh
sent it
no.
to Academia's research facilities. The doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, everyone's expression changed. He asked them, "Do you wish to create a god?"
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of academia looks like.
He said, do you wish to create a god? He didn't say, do you wish to create a god that will assume the academia? No. It's a god for the Vtubie to control.
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was based on an exquisite humanoid puppet. After that, they harvested dreams via the Zeb-Zerus Festival Samsara, maximizing the Akasha's output. With the doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency, they were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert it into a divine core. Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom. For that to happen, they needed a huge quantity of divine canned knowledge.
I can't tell if the Vtubie even know what they're up to.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine origin?
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the Scholar's madness for centuries, but to no avail. Nobody can explain the cause of the phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies, Scribe Al-Hatham. If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able to decipher.
No, it corrupts everything.
It's the source of the god of wisdom,
It's bad
and omnipotence.
knowledge. Don't know. Yeah, they went to the
You
Balladeer.
must have noticed by now. The Academia doesn't care about who their god is. It's the ability to exercise control over knowledge and wisdom that matters. It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience and omnipotence that burns in their blood. Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus orient their entire lives in respect to sources of light. For the sages, their only source of hope is the existence of a deity who embodies the
An interesting way to put it.
Is but a form of phototaxis. For many scholars, the absence of a god of wisdom means stumbling in the darkness for the duration of their lives.
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean to you? Is she not a true god present in this world? If you already have a new god, why try to create another one?
From the beginning, the Academia has never treated her as a god. When the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that she would be as wise as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But upon evaluation,
But she has to
they found that at
take
the time,
time and
she possessed
learn.
no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never had a ruder awakening. This forced them to accept that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata had indeed passed away.
No.
Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's Gnosis had been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself, she has neither an Archon's raw power, nor the spectacular insight expected of a god of wisdom. Slowly but surely, people began to forget about her existence.
So, this is the path the sages have chosen.
You guys doubt Nahida. Even now they refuse to acknowledge Kusanali.
All right, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's change up our scenery. Raman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village.
Sure, as you wish.
Okay. Go back to the village chief's house. Indeed. I just really... Okay, I've got to take a quick... a quick break. I'll be back in just about 3 minutes, maybe a minute more or less. So I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written destiny. Over-embellishing that fate only leads to misconception. astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true world around them.
I am back. Well, let me adjust my chair. Okay. Now into the chief's house.
The village keepers you found have all been returned to their homes, and each one has a dedicated caregiver to look after them. The two new scholars are being kept under close supervision, too.
Oh.
Really great work, everyone.
I'd keep them under more than close supervision, but you know. It's hard not to feel weighed down by what we learned, despite everything Lesser Lord Kusanali has done for people. The academia has abandoned you in the sanctuary of Surathna, like a last cause. Even those she's protected have never realized there's such a small and childlike a garden of the world. Though childlike, but also very responsible. Especially compared to a couple of the other Archons we know.
Hey! Say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there nothing left to talk about? In that case, let's all get some water and try to think about something else.
Or I can go fetch some snacks.
Oh, Paimon's so
Now you're making me hungry.
Do you have any plans, traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
I want to share everything I know with all of you.
So you were still withholding some information?
Yes, I'm sorry, I had my reasons. Now what exactly are we sharing with them here? I guess it's sharing our secrets that are related to Sumeru, not all of our secrets. That's everything we've experienced so far in the Sumeru. Yeah, exactly.
What a whirlwind of a story.
We've got plenty more secrets, just those are the ones in Sumeru.
Like there will be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move. Now that Ramon's joined us, we'll be an even stronger team.
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed.
Okay.
These events are a flagrant transgression of the rules in every sense. We cannot allow it to continue.
So, everyone, are we on the same page?
Crush the sages
Sure.
and rescue our god. That is our ultimate goal.
Well,
let's brainstorm a little more about what other resources we can draw on.
Sure.
Next time we gather here, we must have a solid plan.
Yep, it'll work out
Okay.
for sure.
Oh. It's the end of the act. Or, bad timing to take the break. I could have waited if it was... There, okay. 10 primo gems there and... quests. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah. We finished the King Deshret thing. Let me look something up. I already have the I already have the page open, so it'll only take a moment to find. Here we are, and the Genshin Impact wiki, and yeah, that's what I thought. The Mondstadt had 3 acts. Liyue had 3 acts. And then we also had 2 Traveler acts, 1 Traveler act. 1 Traveler act. Inazuma had a prologue, 3 acts, and then a Traveler act. But now in Sumuru, we've already had 4 acts, and we're not done. We've got at least 1 more. A minimum of 1 more act. Wow. I guess this story is going longer than that. I was honestly expecting it. When we started today, I was expecting it would somehow wrap up by the end of today, since it was already the 4th act. But partway through, it was seeming that it would either be a very long act, or it would be quite unlikely that that would happen. I will the Dendro down. Okay, sure. Don't really know what that means. I don't use that because I don't use the Traveler. Okay. Here. We will go. Is this the right button? Yeah, here we are. Okay. So briefly, we're going to wrap up the stream here. Let's see. Really quick. I guess that's all the casting for this particular patch of Genshin that we'll likely do on a stream. Maybe we'll do something else on Genshin on a stream. I don't know what, I'd have to think of that. On a Saturday, we're going to play some Magic the Gathering. I don't know what exactly yet. I might have something planned for... Well, yeah, let's see. October is starting, and I might have something planned for it. I hope I managed to make everything work out that I want. Doesn't really always happen that I make my plans work out, but I'm going to try my best and hopefully we'll have something fun. I hope you had fun today. I had a great time in this quest. Always. Yeah. I always try to have a blast. Until next time. Bye.